My name is Brandon. I'm 13 years old and I live in a small town in California. Here is a story you won't believe. I know it's true because it happened to me. My name is Brandon. I'm 13 years old and I live in a small town in California. Here is a story you won't believe. I know it's true because it happened to me. It happened in the summer. One Monday, I was sitting in the classroom behind my best friend Emily. It was about 11:30 in the morning. We were all talking about the robbery. The Sunday before somebody had stolen our school bell. The bell was very old and very valuable. We all loved it because it was our school bell. Everyone in our town was very sad that it was gone. It happened in the summer. One Monday, I was sitting in the classroom behind my best friend Emily. It was about 11:30 in the morning. We were all talking about the robbery, the Sunday before somebody had stolen our school bell. The bell was very old and very valuable. That Monday, 2 policemen came to our school. They were looking for clues about the robbery. They were looking for clues about the robbery. They were looking for clues about the robbery. It was hard to think about our work. Our teacher, Mr. Roberts, was angry because everyone was talking. Be quiet, children. We can't do anything about the school bell. And you've got to do your work. Brandon, come and write the answer on the board, Mr. Roberts said. Then it was lunchtime. Emily and I went to play football behind the school. Emily and I went to play football behind the school. Football behind the school. I wanted to practice my goalkeeping and Emily wanted to practice her penalty shots. Emily was getting angry because I was stopping every shot. It's really true, I said. Girls are terrible at sports. This made Emily really angry. She suddenly ran and kicked the ball very hard. Very hard. The ball went past my left hand, through the bushes, and straight down the ravine behind the school. Then it was lunchtime. Emily and I went to play football behind the school. I wanted to practice my goalkeeping and Emily wanted to practice her penalty shots. Emily was getting angry because I was stopping every shot. I love my football. It's made of leather. It's made of leather. It's made of leather. It was very expensive. Very expensive. My dad gave it to me for my 13th birthday. For my 13th birthday. For my 13th birthday. I knew I had got to try and get it back. The ravine is about 30 meters deep. People throw their rubbish there. People throw their rubbish there. So it's full of old cars and broken televisions. Old cars and broken televisions. Broken televisions. Nobody goes down there because it's too difficult to climb down. Too difficult to climb down. And it's full of rubbish. Emily and I looked down into the ravine. I could see my football at the bottom, next to an old television. Hard luck, said Emily. Oh dear, what am I going to do? I asked. Be a better goalkeeper, Emily replied. Or buy another football. Be serious, Emily, I said. I've got to get my ball back. "Oh, we will have to go down and get it," said Emily. "But be quick. Lunchtime will be over soon. We will be late for class." We looked for an easy way down, but it looked too dangerous. We were about to give up and go back to school. I was already planning what to say to my dad when Emily said, "Look, a rope!" A rope was hanging from a small tree near the top of the ravine. A rope was hanging from a small tree near the top of the ravine, near the top of the ravine, near the top of the ravine. It looked new, and it had got nuts. It looked new, and it had got nuts in it, to make it easy to climb down, to make it easy to climb down, to climb down. Somebody had tried to hide the rope in the tree. "Weird," said Emily. "Somebody wanted to climb down the ravine, but why? And why did they try to hide the rope?" "I don't care. I'm going down to get my ball." I started to climb down the rope. "Wait, be careful. It's too dangerous," said Emily. But I was already climbing down the rope. I wasn't scared. I was thinking about my football. When I got to the bottom of the ravine, I climbed over all the rubbish to get to my football. There were a lot of things down there. Bicycles with no wheels. Bicycles with no wheels. Cars with no engines. Cars with no engines. Sofas with no cushions. Even a broken piano. There was a lot of things down there. Bicycles with no wheels, cars with no engines, sofas with no cushions, even a broken piano. I found my football. I found my ball. I shouted. "I found my ball!" And kicked the ball towards Emily. I was starting to walk back to the rope when I noticed something. It was a hole in the rocks. And it was big enough for a person to climb into. It was a hole in the rocks, and it was big enough for a person to climb into. It was a hole in the rocks, and it was big enough for a person to climb into. There was a red ribbon in front of the hole. I knew immediately what it was. It was the ribbon we had tied around the school bell on open day. My heart jumped when I saw it. "Emily, you won't believe this. Come down here, quick, I shouted. "Why? You will see." "I hope there is a good reason for this, Brandon," said Emily as she climbed down the rope. I showed Emily the ribbon. We looked at each other and then looked at the ribbon again. We both looked at the hole in the rocks. "The bell might be inside the hole," Emily said. She had got a little torch on her key ring. We shined the torch into the hole. Inside it there was a tunnel, and inside the tunnel there was a ladder. We couldn't see where the tunnel went. We stopped for a moment and then made a crazy decision. We climbed into the tunnel and started climbing up the ladder. We climbed into the tunnel and started climbing up the ladder. We climbed into the tunnel and started climbing up the ladder. Emily went first, with her torch between her teeth. It was cold and wet and scary, but we just kept thinking of our school bell. We climbed and climbed. Then at last we got to the top of the ladder. We were inside a cave.
"What is the matter?"
shouted Emily.
"Something touched me. Quick, give me your torch."
Emily gave me her torch, and I shined the light above my head. We could see a bag. It was hanging from the roof of the cave. We could see a bag. It was hanging from the roof of the cave. We could see a bag. It was hanging from the roof of the cave. Next to the bag, we could see a hole in the roof of the cave with another ladder in it. We took the bag down carefully. There was something heavy inside it. Emily shined her torch onto my hands, and I tried to open the bag. It wasn't easy, and the light from Emily's torch wasn't very strong.
"Quick,"
said Emily.
"I'm doing it as fast as I can,"
I replied. Finally, I opened the bag. We looked inside it, and there was our golden school bell.
There was our golden school bell. "Fantastic!"
We both shouted together. We were very happy and excited.
"We have found the school bell. We can take it back to school now. Imagine how happy everyone will be."
Emily.
"Wait,"
I said, suddenly very worried.
"The robbers who stole the bell could come back to get it. They could find us here." "Oh no, do you think they could come back now? Let's get out of here, quickly."
We started to put the bell back in the bag as quickly as we could. We put the bag on my pack and then found the tunnel we had climbed up. When we looked down it, we could see the light from the entrance to the ladder. We were both very scared now, but we pretended that we weren't.
"Everything will be okay, you will see,"
I said.
"You can come to my house this afternoon and my mom will make us banana milkshakes." "Banana milkshakes? Yes, I prefer chocolate milkshake,"
said Emily, and she tried to laugh.
"Chocolate, then follow me,"
and I started to climb down the ladder. Emily was climbing down the ladder, too, when the light at the entrance to the tunnel disappeared. We looked down and saw a man at the bottom of the ladder. We then heard him talking to somebody. There were two men there. One of them had a torch.
They saw us immediately.
"Look," one of them said.
"They are trying to take the bell. We have got to stop them."
They were the robbers who had stolen our school bell. There was no escape through the tunnel. We had got to go back up into the cave. We climbed back up the ladder as fast as we could.